Hello and welcome. This is Chris-Ann and I'm coming at you from Elemental Energies with Chris-Ann. Today we are going to be continuing the projects for the hashtag ABC April 2025 challenge. And today is letter Q. Yay! I've been looking for letter Q. I've been looking forward to it. I have a lot of quilt things. Now, I've restrained myself from doing all the quilt things that I've wanted to do. I was going to do some stamping with some quilt things. I'm not. We're going to do stuff that if you don't have the stamps and you don't have all of those things, you can still do this project if you have access to some books. So we're going to be using some books. Let me grab my books here. So here's one of my quilt books, and I've pre-cut some of the little quilts. Now this book has rugs and quilts in it. So I might be using some of the rugs when we get to day R. But anyways, I have been cutting out some of the quilts from this really cool book, and I'm going to be cutting this at some point. I'm not ready for that today, but I mean, come on, that's gorgeous. It's a beautiful book. I hated to cut it up, but you know what? I did it. I did it. So I have that book. I'm trying to grab them. I have a Hawaiian Wilcox quilt book, and this is just beautiful as well. This is a lot of amazing history and stuff in this book. I'm not quite sure I'm ready to cut this one up yet, but I'm just showing you what's available. And then I have a huge, tall, gigantic, massive reference quilt book that I bought to make what we're going to be making today with. Actually, not necessarily for the ABC thing, but I was going to do this project with these pages anyways. These are massive. Let me get my ruler and see how long this is. Actually, it's as big as my glass mat. This is the Tim Holtz Travel glass mat. So 12. I have to lift it up. 12, 13, 14. It's about 14 and a half inches tall, this paper, and wide is about 10 and a half. So it's massive. It's a massive book. The book does not fit at my desk. You can see this barely fits at my desk here. So we are going to be taking some big book pages. And I have done a video on this many months ago, and we're going to be turning this into a one-sheet wonder folio. I debated doing this for letter O, but I decided, no, I'm going to save it for Q, for quilt, and do this project here. So it's interchangeable. So the trick is, you want to have the book page be the all the way across book page. My desk is tiny here. That's why you can't fully see it. So whatever the picture is, when your paper is folded like this, is what you're looking for. So I have two. I have this one as well. So you need the pages attached. Does it have to be as big as mine is? No, it does not. But does it have to be fairly big? The answer is yes. So whatever is here, when you're holding it in this fashion, whatever is here is going to be the front of your folio. And I chose this because I just thought this was beautiful. So what we're going to do is we are going to open our page up, and I normally do this outside where there's more room. There's not a lot of room here, obviously. And we are going to fold this all the way up. Let me move a couple things here. When I tell you I have a teeny tiny desk, I mean it. Teeny, 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 tiny workspace. So we're going to match these corners up. We're folding this in half, matching the corners up, grabbing my bone folder, and we're bone folding. Let me just make sure I'm matching these up. It's tricky when I have to do it like this, but it works. I make it work. There. So now, let me just fold that going across. Need be, we can come in and trim. It's a little off right here. It's because my desk is so tiny. You do it better. So this is what we have now. Everything is perfectly folded in half. Here's my trick. I have shown this in quite a few videos. When you're going to be doing anything that's going to be folding over large sheets of paper, especially folded multiple sheets of paper all at once, here's my trick. Take your bone folder, put it down, grabbing the piece of paper, and I'm just lifting it up. It's putting a natural curl into my paper. I hope you can see that. So let's do it on this side. Grabbing this, lifting up as I bong my camera, gives it, can you see, it's just a smidge of a natural curl that it gives it. Next thing that we want to do for this folio is we're going to take our pages and we're going to fold them to the middle, but I'm not going to fold them on my middle. I'm going to fold this side just to this, and I'm going to fold this side just to this side. So we're going to have them folded to here and folded to here. There. Can you see? I think yeah, you can see. And let's bone fold. And let's come over here. And let's bone fold. The only reason I'm not doing this project outside where I actually have more room is it's supposed to rain within an hour. And I didn't want to be stuck outside in the rain. So this is going to be our cover. Beautiful. I'm happy with that. We're going to open this up. Remember I said these don't exactly match? It's okay. Don't worry about it. What we're going to do is we're going to take this corner and we're going to fold it using your fingernail to help. Fold this all the way down. Now this is really thick book page. Folding this down. We're gonna, well, let's just do this side and then we'll match it up. We're gonna take this one and I'm keeping this straight with this. You see, this is a straight line here. This needs to be a straight line. Do not want it coming down all the way. There. Let me move these goodies I have on my desk. I always have little things here on my desk that I want to add to my things with. Okay, so we have this like this. We're not going to leave it like that. But for this, we need to match it up. So we've done this side. We're now going to do this side. We are going to take this corner and we're going to fold this all the way down. I kind of put a little crease here with my fingernail because I want it flat here and I want it straight here. This is how I give greeting cards to people. I make these folios. but you can sew these into your journal as pages in your journal. You just need to double check the width if it's going to work within your journal. But I am hoping to sew one of these into one of my next journals. Now, look, even. It's even right across. That's what we want right here. Now, this next one needs to be matched up and even with this right here. So, my hands want to work. Looking pretty good. It's looking straight. There. Now we're going to flip everything backwards. Flip that back. And we're going to flip that back. We're going to flip this back. And we're going to flip this back. I like to come in and add a little bit of glue to these ones that I just flipped back. So I'm using my art glitter as always. And let's just add a little bit of glue here and fold this back. I kind of just hold it a sec. Now this, I don't need a lot of glue. I'm just going to put a little bit in there, just like a teeny tiny amount. That's all I need. I just want something. There. Open this side up. Well, let's do this one first. I don't need much. I just do a little teeny tiny amount. And then here, this one, I'm more concerned for these little ones. And then I can push both of these down at the same time. Now, what we're going to be doing, once we get this all assembled, we're going to make greeting cards to go in this. I like to put greeting cards in all of the journals that I make as well. Now, I like to close this down. You can leave these open if you want, but this needs to be closed down so your cards don't fall right through. So let's come in and do a line of glue. And I'm working on a scrap paper that I've been working on for like a week or two. You may notice it from some of my projects. Just want to make sure that glue isn't wet. I'm going to get on the front of my quilt folio. When I saw this book, I bought it at a Goodwill a long time ago, actually. And I saw this book, seeing how huge it was. I don't even think I paid $3 for it. I think it was like $1 or $2. There's a ton of pages, so I can get a lot of folios out of this book. Now, do I want to do these? You can come in and do a little bit of glue here and a little bit of glue here on both sides. Let's leave it. We're not going to do it today. Now, the other thing is I normally come in and I decorate the front of these, depending on what book I'm using. I'm not going to put any decoration on these. Look at how gorgeous the pictures are. I like this. We're going to do a little bit of a decoration later on, but I like this the way it is. I'm letting the book speak for itself. This is going to be simplistic projects that we are doing. You know, sometimes I do a little sort of fancier projects. They don't all have to be fancy. All right, where did I put my quilts? I just had my, oh, here they are. Okay. Let's cut down some cardstock to make cards. And I'm just cutting my 8.5 by 11 piece of paper in half. And this is the Fiskars paper cutter. It doesn't have that line, so I added one. So feel free to add to your paper cutters or your scoreboards. That's the other thing I've had to go in and draw on because I can't read my scoreboard. So this is going to be very simplistic, easy projects. Let me just do one more paper. I don't need this many. Sometimes it's nice just to do some of those easy projects. So this is going to be our cardstock for the greeting cards that's going to fit in our folio. So let me put those right there. The next thing that I want to do is I want to line or border these quilts. So let me show you what I have. I just cut these right out of that little book. I figured I didn't need to do all these steps with you. You know how to cut stuff. You know how to fussy cut stuff right out of the quilt book. So I grabbed some cardstock colors and we're going to work with those. And those are going to be what's on the front of all my cards. So, of course, I like to work with my black cardstock. And that one will be bordered in black. This is my favorite one to work with. And I'm not gluing it down just yet. So I'm mostly eyeballing it. Because it's not glued in yet. You know, I watch many of you do your videos and you're measuring everything. I'm keeping these together. I don't measure. I eyeball. And I don't know, maybe my work shows it. I don't know. I can't tell if that's blue or black, but I think it's going on that one. Yeah. It's going on black right now. I see a couple spots I might need to come back in and trim. Keep those together. Okay. That one would look pretty. Oh, both of those would look pretty in black. And those are approximately the same width going across. So yeah, I've never been a measure kind of person with my artwork. Like I said, I don't know, maybe it shows. I just don't have the patience. See, this is wiggly to begin with, and I kind of like it on that. We're going to call it a square. And then I wanted this one. We're going to leave that one just like that. Okay, any other? Let me see what other colors I have. I pulled a pink, and if you watch me, you know pink is not my color. But these aren't necessarily going to be for me. That has pink, that has pink, that has pink. This one I could get away with doing black, but I don't know if that would fit. Oh, it will fit. Okay. So let's see. Let's do some of these in pink. You know, I try and shake it up a bit not always have everything be the same. But let's face it, I have certain things that I like black cardstock. I know, that kind of gets in the way when you're watching. Sorry. I move it over like that. Is it not as visually intrusive? And by keeping them clipped like that, I don't have to go search for the... Oh, should I leave that one like that? Yeah. I don't have to search for which one is a matched pair. Oops. Did I not hold that right? There. So the weather is getting warmer here, finally. It goes from cold to sweating your butt off. Today is sweating your butt off. I was wearing my sweatshirt and I'm like, whoa. I do not need a sweatshirt today. And I did one video outside already. I'm not posting that one right away. That will get posted another time. Let me see what other colors I have. I have like a mint green, but I don't know. Does that take away? I don't have a red here. I have a pale blue, but that doesn't match anything. I have more pinks. Oh, what's this one? I have a cranberry. Ah, that's a different... No. No. That's different. What is this? Nah. I'm going back to the black. I have a navy blue. That one's definitely black. All right, let's do these two in navy blue, just because that has that pale blue in it, but yeah, we're gonna do these in this one. This is really thick cardstock too. There. Is it one or is it two? Feels like two, but I guess it's one. Okay. Okay, I like that. It's just something different, that's all. And yeah, we'll do that. Okay. We'll do those two in black. I don't even know that I need all of these, but I'm here. Let's do them. this one, I'm going to trim this. My paper got all bent. You know, I have like reams, or I did have reams of black paper. I'm thinking I used them all up. Cannot find them. So this might be too wide for my card. Let me check. No, that'll be fine. Okay. All right. Now, let's start gluing some of these together. That's not going to stay there. Let's start gluing some of these together. I mean, the work is all done for me because these quilt pictures are just beautiful. Now, none of them are perfectly square, but they are pretty. It was difficult picking which quilt do I want, the front or the back. So I did have some difficult decisions. Okay, let's just get a whole pile of these made. So my thought with these ones that have the space below it, I can put some words. You know, my chit-chat words, my snarky words, I have all these different word sticker things. Tim Holtz ones, the Temu ones. A lot of people don't like it when I put words on my cards, but I like it. There. Cassie Rose is in here. She keeps climbing this little hill right across from my house. I live in the woods, so that's woods too. And she's like a billy goat. I'm like, what are you doing? She did it again this morning, and she keeps going higher and higher. She's a teeny tiny chihuahua, who, mind you, is wearing her pink blingy rhinestone rose collar. She's trekking through the woods. My mother says she's just like me, which, yup. Not that I wear pink, because although this is kind of a pinky kind of shirt that I'm wearing today. I just looked for something to put on when I had to take my sweatshirt off, because it was so hot. And by hot, I mean 70, which for us, when it's typically below, and that's Fahrenheit, typically below 32 for quite a few months that we just had. 70 is a heat wave. To me, this is the perfect weather. Except the wind is picking up, and it is going to be very, very, very windy tomorrow. I don't know what's going on. But I was trying to record my video earlier of my haul, you know, showing these books and stuff. And I had to hold on to my umbrella at a few spots because the wind just picked right up. I cannot wait to start doing a lot of videos outside again. The natural background sound is so cool because you hear the birds and the chipmunks and everybody. The neighbor's dog was chiming in. And I have a much bigger space to play with out there. But everything's contingent upon the weather. I'm working on organizing this space where I'm at right now a little differently. But this, my workspace, is the size of the Tim Holtz travel mat. That's how big my space is. It's tiny. But I get everything done. Happy to have that. Okay, there's that one. Okay, we're going to let these dry. Let me put my clip away. While we start folding up some cardstock. I am not going to score this. I am just going to fold it and then do my bone folder and make a pile right here. These make a really good teacher gift. I give these all the time to the teachers. And sometimes I think like, oh gosh, I just gave you cards. But the feedback is, no, I need cards. Please give me more cards. I'm like, okay, I will give you more cards. So it makes a really good teacher gift. I am going to be making a bunch of these for my metaphysical fair that I'm doing in September. I'm going to be doing some sort of neeny kind of themed ones. That's what my friends call it. Neeny themed. So like stars and constellations and planets and psychic stuff, crystal stuff, tarot stuff, all that type of greeting cards. They may be in quilt folios, but the cards will be, well, kind of like a mixture of everything, but a lot of kind of neeny ones for the metaphysical show, which I think will be fun. I'm looking forward to doing this fair. It's a really good fair. Okay. All my cards are folded. Reads to me that way. This is all I'm doing. That's going to be it. Like when I'm telling you super simple, I am meaning beyond super simple. But sometimes simple is elegant. Now, here's the deal with something like this. Do you want to hold the card this way? Do you want to hold the card this way? You decide. Some of these, like this one, same thing. I'm just putting it in the middle for that exact reason. Figure out how you want to hold it later. Now, do I have, let's see, I used to have a little piece right here on my desk. Of course I don't have a piece right now. Little piece of bling. Let me see if I can cut a piece of bling. I mean, this is blingy bling. Let me grab my other bling. This one might be better. Let me grab some scissors. I mean, if you want to put a little piece of bling and then do some words with it, go ahead. For this one, I am not going to. This one, I kind of like holding it like this. I'm not doing corner rounders. I'm not doing any of it. This is simple. I'm letting the artist that created the quilt do all the work for me. Now this one, and I have my words right over here. I just have to get to them. Let's see which ones I want. I don't want that one. I don't want that one. Let's see what these two are. Okay. Oh, here's my Snarky. I like the Snarky. Is it terrible that I like the Snarky? But I love them. We're going to do Snarky on this. Let's see. She said a lot of money to spend on crafts, and I knew we couldn't. Oh, she said that's a lot of money to spend on crafts, and I knew we couldn't be friends. Oh, crap, it's too big. Oh, all right. Let me find one that I can cut down. I saw the funniest joke. I don't know if this is a little off color. If it's off color, sorry. And it was posted by one of the craft companies. I think they're in Australia, like Craft Queen or something, craft.com, something. I don't remember who it was. It said, when you said friends with benefits, I thought you meant you owned a craft store. I thought that was so funny. Here, this is the one we're going to use. So, yeah. Come on, that's funny. I hope it's not too off color. This one is, we'll be best friends forever because you already know too much. Now, let's add a little bit of glue to this. And hold your tongue just right so you get it straight, / I get it straight. When you put the glue on the back, you can sort of wiggle it a little bit more into place. And then let me grab my bling. I mean, simple, 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 simple. Simple. Crazy simple. Now let's put that there to dry. Let's keep going. When I put together these folios to give as gifts, I do 8 cards in them. How many do we have so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do that one next. That one. Those. Okay. You know, I had all that extra paper left over when I was cutting this. I hate to get rid of pretty paper. I'm going to glue the other one on it so we can look for the Snarky stickers for 2 of them. I mean, I have the nice stickers too. Maybe I should actually use the nice sentiments. Might kill me. I don't know. I like the Snarky. Let's see. Oh, this is just the... Oh, I have another book over here. Where did it go? There it is. All right. Oh, that's nice. Life is too short to live with regrets. that will fit. And that's a decent sentiment. Straight. It's mostly straight. Okay, and let's see for this one. Life is short, make every moment count. That looks good on there. Yeah. Wipe my hands on my cloth. There. How many cards do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need one more. Now, the only thing I didn't bring in to do this project was my envelopes. But I don't need to have envelopes to show you how to put this all together. There. Okay. We're gonna stop there with the card making part of things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. The other thing that I want to do is I want to do a notch hole up here. I forgot about that earlier. So this is a double right here. It's doubled. That's where I put my envelopes. So let's do, whoops, a notch hole there and a notch hole there. I am not going to add glue to any of that. You can come in and ink when you can find your sponge. Could have done this before I glued it, but why start now? I never remember to do that anyways. And with the notch hole, people can see where the envelopes go. Let's see, we'll do down this side. We'll do across the whole bottom. I think this is a very pretty gift. Very, very simple. I mean, truly, you can't get simpler. Now, when I go to put the cards in here, like I said, I do envelopes here and envelopes here. So I'm doing 4 envelopes, 4 envelopes. This is quite thick when all is said and done. And of course, depending on the embellishments that you put on the cards, that even adds to it. So I'm going to have those 2 be in the front. Like this one. And those will be in the front. So I'm going to tuck these back here. And I kind of like whatever my decoration is to be showing a little bit. There. Here it is. The other thing I do is I match up the spines of the cards sure those are even with each other. There. And then 8 envelopes. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Now, I wanted to do just a little bit of a decoration here. And in order to do this, I'm just gauging in my brain. Let me... And where's my book? Where'd my quilt book go? I just had my quilt book. Did I drop it? Oh, I did. I dropped it. Okay, so let me pick out some that I don't particularly care for, and that qualifies. I didn't necessarily want that as the front of a card. I like it, but I don't necessarily want it as the front of a card. And then I have my whale tail punch. Oh, I did too. Oh, well, this will work for both. Oh, that's pretty. All right, I might want that as a card. So for my whale tail, yeah, I like that. I need to pull it closer to me out of camera range. There. So there is that. And then the other one that I wanted to do, which actually this will work perfect for, it's one of those thin papers that are, yeah, there we go. Do I need to trim this? Yeah. Kind of messed up the circle. That's okay. So we have that, which is a little quilt piece. And then, I hate these stupid plastic things. That's not big enough. That's not big enough. Let's see where those other pieces went. Oh, you know what? I'm going to need 2 of those quilt circles. I need 1 for each side of this. So one's going to go there. One's going to go here. Okay. We don't need that. We don't need that. Now what I'm doing is I'm making a little dangly bit decoration. That's going to go on the edge of this folio. this whale tail, which I want. I finally found this. My gosh, I've been looking forever. So this is going to get glued right here, but right here is where I want to put, I'm going to do an eyelet. There. And we're going to dangle that. So let's do the smaller hole here. And I have my bulb pin right here. And, oh, there's some nice bright colors in this that I can, you know what, I have a whole bunch of these green. I never use the green. Let's use the green. I'm wondering if I shouldn't do 2 of these. Oh, these are, oh, there we go. Let's see if that's going to be. Yeah. These eyelets are tricky on my hands. Yeah, it's not. I was using my other machine. Which I have over here. I mean, it's a little folded over. Actually, it's not picky at all. It's not flat, but it is rounded. I'm just going to leave it. Normally, I hammer them flat if I can't get it right. Let's glue this down. And I just want to double check that I'm not ruining the cards, and I'm not. And let's wipe the glue off my fingernail so I don't decorate everything with that glue. And let's make sure that this is squished together. So this part is glued, this part is attached. Yep. Good. There. Now, if I wanted to add some bling, I certainly could. I mean, bling doesn't really match quilts. I mean, quilts are bling enough, I think. I'm not going to add the bling. So that's it. That's my quilt folio with 8 greeting cards, quilt greeting cards. And that is for our cue for the hashtag ABC April 2025 challenge put forth by Margaret from 7 Plaza and Tony by Crafty by Tony. So check them out. They have the calendar of events, so to speak, the correlation of every day in April correlated to what the letter of the product or the technique or whatever it is that you choose to use. So this can be sewn into a journal, put in a pocket in a journal, stuck in the back of a journal, given as a gift by itself, etc. I do give these as gifts by themselves. a lot of times. This is a regular gift for me. So I'm typically looking for books that are big enough. Wait till you see the books that I have that I'm going to be using when I get to outside. They're bigger than my desk here. They are massive, and I'm coming up with a project that we're going to use those on. And yeah, the price I got them for is incredible. So we're going to be coming up with a version of this, but a different version of this. But it's going to be a card folio. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please subscribe to my channel. I really, really, really appreciate it. And check out my website, my deck that I have created. I've created an oracle deck. It's like tarot cards, but it's oracle cards. It's easier to use. It's much more user-friendly. And that is available for pre-order on my website, elementalenерgieswithchrisanne.com. So check out all my art videos that I have 6 days a week. And on Sundays, I do the weekly psychic predictions for the week. And I also do some crystal gridding. I'm going to be doing a few more of those videos coming up now that I can get outside and have some fun outside. Thanks so much for tuning in. Take care. Be free.